Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, first of all, as a member of the organizing team, I want to say thank you for showing up and investing in yourself today. So appreciate that. My name is Charity Youngblood. I'm the digital producer for Victoria's Secret Pink, where I manage the production of marketing emails. I host a podcast called Life's Questions and Lessons, where we ask ourselves the right questions for clarity, guidance, and understanding. So in the spirit of asking the right questions, we're going to start off with a question. And what I encourage you to do is to explore your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs around this question. Maybe grab a piece of paper and just write down whatever comes to you. So today's first question is, how can I lead from where I am? How can I lead from where I am? So as you can hear in my voice, my congestion, I'm battling a cold. And I actually emailed Linda yesterday around 1 p.m. my time and let her know that this cold that I thought was going to be, not so serious had taken a turn for the worse. And I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to present today. And at some point, I definitely laid down and just gave my body the rest that it was really craving. But at some point during the evening, I thought about, what my options were if I was feeling okay for this morning. And one thought came to mind, and it was, well, you can't present if you're not at 100%. And I remember thinking, well, why? Why can't I present if I'm not at 100%? That's weird. If I'm feeling good enough to show up, right? If I'm listening to my body and I'm feeling good enough to show up, why would I not present in that space? And so that's where this question really came about, where I thought to myself, I should show up wherever I am as I am. And so that's the origin of the question. So as you're thinking about how can I lead from where I am, I wanted to provide some context with that so you can really think about it. Maybe it's not you're battling a cold. Maybe it's you're thinking that you have to have a certain amount of knowledge or experience before you can share what you actually have to offer. So in that sentiment, what I'd like for you to do, raise your hand if you consider yourself to be a leader. And if you're off video, just put a yes or a no in the chat. And I know I'm on Spotlight, so I can't see all of you, but everyone's hand should be up. Every single person's hand should be up. We should have 44, because that's the amount of participants, 44 participants saying yes, you are a leader. And you might not feel that way, but think about a time when you wanted to talk about a really awesome restaurant that you went to, or you inspired someone to buy a product or go with a particular service. That was inspiring someone to take action. So we are all leaders, is my point. And as leaders, it is our responsibility to educate, to encourage, and empower others to take inspired action. I will say that again. As leaders, it is our responsibility to educate, encourage, and empower others to take inspired action. So definitely dig into that question of how can I lead from where I am? And a few additional other questions to consider as you're trying to figure out how you want to lead. What lessons have I learned that I can share with others? And another question could be, how can I share my story today? So not in 5 years when you get your MBA, not next year when you feel like you're going to be more experienced. How can you share what you've learned? How can you share your story as it is today? So just wanted to say thank you again for being here. If you enjoyed these questions today, I invite you to head over to the Life's Questions and Lessons podcast. We release new episodes every Tuesday and Thursday. Each episode is under 10 minutes. Some are under 5, but every episode focuses on asking ourselves the right questions for clarity, guidance, and understanding.